This is real deal tuning right here.
You're watching Ski Dad TV.
My kids do have an advantage in their skiing that other kids don't have. And one of the biggest advantages that they have is their skis are always tuned super sick. Getting a super sick tune though isn't as simple as just getting after the ski and starting out. You've got to fully prep a brand new ski from the factory. This is Bryce's ski. This is a Vocal Junior Race Tiger. It is a 122, so it's not going to take me very long because it's short. But I am going to blast through this entire ski prep in one shot. And you'll see that it really isn't that hard. Do you want to give your kids every possible advantage as a skier or ski racer? Then tune their skis. Set the bevels the proper way. Get the edges sharp. Get the edges smooth. Detune them to the right sharpness level and send them out there to shred. I keep catching my breath because sometimes the Panzer File will slip. But no damage so far. Oh, I really wish I had leveled this tape. Let's try that for now. I'm just feathering back the top sheet here. Make it look good. Pretty good. Take a little more. Unfortunately for me, I have focused all the light in the garage onto the front here, so you guys can see really good, but I can't see my edge nearly as well as I'd like to be able to. And it's definitely going to slow me up a little bit. Nice thing about this ski is there's no metal here. So I'm immediately pulling sidewall and a little bit of the primary edge. I'm going to scuff up the primary edge. Actually, I'm going to flip and do all the Panzer work first. And I can keep the gloves on. Once I switch to the next step, then I'll tape up my hands. Do you want to learn how to tune like this? Then come join me at the Utah Ski Gear Performance Center in Midvale, Utah. Tuning lessons going on this spring, this summer, and into the fall. Tough to see. I'm trying to just get my sidewall off there. Hammer away at the tip while I'm up here. How much have I pulled this table? Now there is a sheet of metal on the top sheet of this ski, and that's what I'm primarily getting rid of up here. We're going to roll it over. The reason you roll the top sheet over like this is so that when the kids kick their skis together, it doesn't chip as bad. If you have a little beveled edge here, they'll survive the chairlift better. We got a wicked windstorm going on outside right now. There we go. Simple as that. All right, that is Panzer Filed. I'm going to stick with this ski, even though I'm going to have to untape and retape. This tape method is definitely pretty ghetto, but it works and keeps everything fast. I think there's a better tuning glove out there. I haven't found it. I would really like a tuning glove that I like, but I don't have one yet. All right, so I'm gonna scuff it because we got like some wax debris or some residue on here on the edge. Let's see, what is that? I don't know. It's due from the fact it really gummed up the stone bad. So let's just get after it with a file. Now this is a fully season-old file, so not ideal. For prepping skis, you definitely want a brand new file. Get the job done fast. Fortunately, this looks like it may have even been factory tuned to a 3. So I'm immediately creating my own edge. Nice. Good towels. I think I threw those in the floor earlier. Oh yeah, that's great. I can stop right there. This ski really seems like it came prepped nice. Good quality vocal craftsmanship. I'm going to take the bevel from there. Okay, that's that. I need to switch to base beveling real quick here. This is where this guy comes in. So this is my 0.75 base bevel. I think a 0.75 is just a perfect base bevel. Got the whole family skis at. It's what I ski on all my skis. I haven't really ever played with base bevel in my life. However, this season I skied on 2 pairs of skis that were prepped at a 0.5. And both of those skis were tight and terrifying, and the grip was crazy, but the tightness was like unachievable, and it was crazy. So I think a ski that gets set to a 0.5 is a lot to handle. And this 0.75, so when I switched both of those, well, I haven't switched the other pair, but when I switched, it was my beer league race ski, my WRC with the piston plate. And when I went from that 0.5 that was really difficult to ski to the 0.75, it just felt like a regular ski, and I really had a lot more command over it. So, all right, this has got the classic dead spot right here where the wheel touches, and I can't file it at all, so there's actually going to be like more base bevel there. What the hell is he talking about? Until I get to that, filing the edge, but I don't file the edge much, so pretty much for the life of the ski, I'll have that flat spot. And now, in the middle here, I actually need quite a bit of base bevel right through here. And just watch fresh edge appear from the outside of the ski moving towards the base, and then when I go over it and I see fresh edge all the way towards the base of the ski, then I know that I've done enough base beveling there. Now, again, this is pretty bad here. This is yeah, I can't touch. So from here to here, my 0.75 doesn't touch. So nothing I can do. It's just going to have extra base bevel there. I'll smooth it out with the stones, of course, and he'll never notice. He'll just get used to the ski. Are you thinking to yourself, what the hell is he talking about right here? Well, if you want to figure out if your kids have this situation, then come join me for a tuning lesson at Utah Ski Gear in Midvale, Utah. Really try and roll over when I do it. And I really think it's important to have the 0.75 bevel the same all the way out to here in case you're up there on that part of the ski and it's interacting with the snow. And it feels the same, it feels uniform even up into the tip. Oof. This one. This edge may have been 90. I'm pulling a lot of edge here. Could also be the grit on the old file. Okay. This won't be an issue if you take a tuning clinic because we'll just grab a new file off the wall. All right, so it's right there. Okay, where was I? I always start with my tips facing to the left, that way I can keep it in order. I know I'm on the first edge. I will, because it's the first time I'm tuning the ski, really beat up this base bevel with my 200. Especially where I did a lot of filing. Right through here, I gotta blend this part of the edge really well. Good to keep this stuff really clean. Just hear it. Right there. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Bam. And then I'm going to continue with my file guide. 400. Get the base real good with 400. And I'm probably turning my 0.75 close to a 1, but not yet. I mean, it'll slowly get there. Who knows how much I'm taking it down, but what matters is I like the feel of it, and it's what the family is used to skiing on, so they know the feel of it, so I just keep it consistent. I felt nice. Boom. And then I'll go out. I'm going to finish my hand here with just the 1500 outside, and I'll take that to the inside. And boom, real nice. Now, if we ski, the next time we ski is probably going to be spring conditions. It could be icy, so I need to leave a fair amount of grip. Oh, I didn't bring my gummy. Gummy stone. Boom. Got to get up in here really good. Make sure that's dull. There you go. Now we're going to start. Take the bite out of the shovel. Oh, that's nice. Okay. A little bit of grip. And then I'm just going to light one shot pass. And then take a little more here. Take this out. And then, oh, there's a lot of grip in here. I'm going to dial that just a touch back. So there's a little bit. A lot of grip. Tons of grip. That'll be great. Bam. That edge can be waxed and skied on. Now over here, sidewall. Ooh, I did not take a lot of side right there. An old trick. Take a file, stand on its end. Ooh, this plastic does not like this trick. Okay. Panzer File. Get a lot more meat off with the Panzer File. There we go. Okay. There. Scuff it with the 200. It would be nice to have a 100 on the bench just for the scuffing, and maybe never use the 100 on the sides. Well, at some point you're going to use it, but stick with the 200 progression to have a 100 just for the scuffing. Then I'll hit a dirty ski with my good 200. So the full dull spot up here. I need to peel a little more of this rubber. That's the tail gasket, I guess you would call it. This out of the way. Because I'm going to need to filed this down quite a bit because it's another one of those factory things where the wheel or whatever cuts the edge comes off too early. So out here, where the tail contact point is, it's completely rounded over, and I don't get any kind of sharpness till maybe here, but really here. Cool. The tip's nice. It's going to take so much filing. I can just see how round it is. All right, well, that thing is rounded at a 45-degree angle. I don't want to take away that much edge to get to it. Change the shape of the ski, so whatever. We'll live without it. Into the 200. All the way up into the tip, on the tail. First time using diamond stones after you file something, you really want to beat it up. Because for whatever reason, when you ski on a ski that was just filed and not smoothed out with diamond stones, it skis gravity. Like extra gravity. And do the same thing here. We're really going to beat up this base with my 200. Now this is the only time the base of my edge sees the 200 all season is after I file. Now I only file right now and then after the ski comes back from the shop and goes through the machine. All right. Here's the file guide for the 400. Okay. To the 600. When you're constantly cleaning it, using a lot of paper towels, it's amazing how smooth it gets and how fast it gets there. Right. Freehanding, 1500. I like to do this just because it really is like my feel on the ski. So you have one last little bit of like what I'm used to feeling when I'm skiing, what the family's used to feeling when they ski, without even knowing it. Alright, it's a nice edge. A little bit bevel back, tip and tail. Bam! Alright, this ski is done. Start waxing it. 5-6 coats of wax in this, and then bam, he is skiing. If you want to learn to tune like me, then come take a tuning lesson from me. I'll be doing tuning lessons at the Utah Ski Gear Performance Center. Come down, get a lesson. We'll take you through all the way. You're going to learn to tune because you're going to tune your own skis. Bring in a brand new pair, put them on the devices. Let's get to it. If you don't have the tool, we're going to buy it right from the side of the shop right there. You will tune and prep your kids' skis or your own skis for your next skiing adventure. If your kids are going to a summer camp, prep and tune their skis for them. Give them the best possible chance of success out there. You gotta shape those tips and the tails especially. Once you do that, it's easy peasy. You just set the edge, set the bevels the way you like them, smooth them out really good, dull them down with the gummy stone, and they go out shredding. Waxing is another deal, but they gotta be tuned. They gotta have the capability out there. They gotta have confidence in their skis, and if they got confidence in their skis, they'll have confidence in their skiing, and they'll kick more ass. Thanks for watching. See you out there. All right, I can do a second ski. Let's get after it.